is the TMI tag, or too much information. So, quick sidebar, I am feeling a little insecure, it's a little weird, but if you notice anything different about me, I am wearing false eyelashes, and that was one of my beauty resolutions for 2014, was to practice and to get comfortable so that I could pop on some false lashes at a moment's notice and feel confident. So I am working towards that, and I practice, and I feel like they look big and crazy, but that's what's happening on my eyes. So, back to the tag. I was tagged by the beautiful Cornelia, or BabyCake390 is her YouTube channel, and I'm really glad she tagged me. This is a fun tag. There are about 50 questions, or exactly 50 questions, so I'm going to try not to ramble or go off on tangents, so let us do this. Okay, first question, what are you wearing? I am wearing a sweater with hearts on it from Express, 40% off, that I recently picked up. And when I film, I'm usually wearing sweats or lounge pants because it's the day that I'm just going to be at home for most of the day and I like to be comfortable. But today I am actually wearing some leggings, and I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can, but these are like insulated leggings, and they have fleece, or a layer of fleece on the inside, so that they're really warm and cozy. So it is a tiny step up from the sweatpants. I'm also wearing my running shoes, which is what I usually wear around the house, or slippers, and of course later I'm going to take those off and put on riding boots because I'm going out for drinks, and I can have my whole ensemble and my whole big crazy eye look all ready to go. Okay. Have you ever been in love? That's a good question, since Valentine's Day is tomorrow. Well, you'll see this on Thursday. Today is Wednesday. Valentine's Day is Friday. Yes, I have been in love, and I'm currently in love, and I'm married to the person I'm in love with, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? No, I really haven't. No. How tall are you? I am 5'5". How much do you weigh? I weigh 112. I weigh myself like once every 2 weeks or so, and that is what I weighed a few days ago. Any tattoos? No. Any piercings? My ears are pierced once. I still have sort of a scar from a belly button ring, which I got in 2001. I was a senior in college. Actually more like 2000, but yeah. It was fun, it was cute for a while, it's been gone for a few years. Okay, OTP, which is apparently the lingo for one true pair, or you're, in your mind, the perfect couple. And I have had a chance to think about these questions because I've seen several people do this tag, but for me, that is absolutely Julia Child and her husband Paul Child. They just adored each other so much, and he was so supportive of her and her career throughout their lives, and just the adoration was mutual. And I just, well, okay, I brought Julia Child's biography, and she wrote this with her nephew, and you can see the cover. This is Julia and Paul, and the title of the book is My Life in France, and it talks about her early life and how it all came about that she even became interested in cooking. And this book is so good if you like biographies, if you are a Francophile, if you are a foodie, if you just, you know, like reading about amazing people. This is such a good read, and it's so romantic. So that was a bit of a tangent. Favorite show? My favorite show right now, that's on right now, is definitely Mad Men, hands down. I really loved Dexter. I just finished watching the last season. I love Revenge, even though that's straight up soap opera. I love Scandal. All-time favorites, Friday Night Lights, Battlestar Galactica. Just trust me on those. Okay, I could go on, but I won't. I really love TV. It is a really fun escape. Next question, favorite bands. Really, my favorite music person is not a band. It is a solo person, Tori Amos. I've loved her since high school. I just love her. Something you miss? Okay, the first thing that comes to mind is I miss the good old days when we didn't have to go through a crazy process to get on an airplane and take a flight, and when it was a lot nicer to actually be on a flight, and I miss that. Favorite song? I'm gonna go with a Tori Amos song. I love tons. I love so many of her songs. I love virtually all of her songs. I'm gonna say Sorta Fairytale, and that's off the Scarlet's Walk album, which is just an absolutely incredible album. If you want, actually check out any of Tori's albums. I love Tori. Okay, how old are you? I'm 35. Zodiac sign Scorpio, October 29th. Quality you look for in a partner: sense of humor and kindness. Kindness to everyone, even when no one's watching and you don't need to be. Definitely. Favorite quote. Okay, I wrote this down because I don't want to misquote the person that I am trying to quote, who is Mark Twain. And Mark Twain said, "The best way to cheer yourself up, cheer everybody else up." And I really think that that's the key to life. Like, if you're feeling depressed or sad or lonely, just do something nice, bring some light into someone else's life, whether it's something charitable like volunteering, or just smiling at someone, or talking to someone, or bringing someone a casserole. You cannot feel sad and depressed if you're doing something like that, and that's just the answer. It's the answer to life. Okay, favorite actor. Colin Farrell or Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt's just hot. Colin Farrell. Okay, favorite color is purple. Just love purple. Love to wear it on my face, on my body, everywhere. Loud music or soft. Soft when I'm eating, loud when I want to rock out, because you need to go to a rock show and rock out every now and then. But now that I'm older, I wear earplugs, and you probably should too. It's like a reality. Protect your ears. Where do you go when you're sad? No place special. Inside my head, which can be a place you can get stuck in, which is why you have to, like, go out to the world to get out of your head. I like to be at home. I'm a homebody. How long does it take for you to shower? It depends. I go really slow in the winter because I never want to get out of the shower. If I'm washing my hair, 15 or 20 minutes, or less if I'm not washing my hair. How long does it take you to get ready in the morning? I get ready in stages, sort of, because I work from home, so it's not like I have a timetable, which is really nice. But to do my makeup, I could spend a good half an hour doing makeup if I'm doing something like this. If I'm blow drying my hair or curling my hair, maybe that's like 20 minutes. So, plus the shower, plus the skincare and the lotion, it takes some time. At least an hour, more than an hour. Have you ever been in a physical fight? No, I have not. Turn on. Humor, brains, kindness, people who like to eat. Turn off. Mean people, people who gossip and talk about other people, or people who have a big ego. Yeah. The reason you joined YouTube: because I just fell in love with the beauty community on YouTube, and I love makeup and skincare, and I wanted to get in on this, and it's fun. It's just really, really fun to have fun and to meet other people with the same interests. Because fears, spiders, definitely. And I guess if I wanted to get a little deeper, I think one of my biggest fears is not getting to travel to all the places in the world that I want to see. Travel to me is the greatest thing in life. The last thing that made you cry? I am really not sure. I really don't know. I'm lucky. I have a pretty happy life. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Last time you said you loved someone, I think last night, when I always say it at night to my husband. Yeah, that would probably be it. Meaning behind your YouTube name. Okay, JuliesBeautyDish. I am a recipe developer. I'm a freelancer. I work for magazines developing recipes. So the original recipes and their pages, those are the kind of things that I test and I make up and come up with the ideas and produce. So dish, like, and then we're dishing about makeup, and I wanted it to have my name in it, so it was JuliesBeautyDish. Okay, last book you read. That was, I got it out for you, Suspicious River by Laura Kasischke. And I discovered Laura Kasischke last year, and I have read I'm on her book of hers, and I just love her. The book I'm currently reading, which I think is the next question, is another one by her called Boy Heaven, and this was classified as a young adult book, and it's totally not. It's kind of odd, but this is like structured like a scary campfire story, like The Babysitter did, you know, like a campfire story, yet I don't know, she's good. She's just really good, and if you want to check her out, my favorite book of all of hers, I'm just going to have to add this in there, is The Raising. I loved it. It's set on a college campus. It's so mysterious. There's so much going on, and it just unfolds as you read and becomes more addictive. So I'll put her name and these books down below if you want to check them out. Last show you watched, last night we watched The Vampire Diaries on the DVR and Californication, which is a Showtime series starring David Duchovny, who I love because I love the X-Files. So we watched a couple episodes of that. Last person you talked to was my husband. I talked to him like 20 minutes ago. He works from home too most of the time. The relationship between you and the person you last texted, it had to be my husband's, yeah, because we're always texting, and yeah. Favorite food, I love food. Fresh Black Mission figs, maybe my ultimate favorite thing. I love my homemade pizzas, I love homemade brownies and cake. I have a sweet tooth. I'll stop there. Okay. Place you want to visit. Okay, right now I think the #1 in my mind, and this has kind of been my #1 for a while, is Istanbul. I would also love to go to Argentina and go to Asia again, almost anywhere in Asia. Last place you were, I'm assuming this means like traveling, like on vacation, not like I was in the bathroom 5 minutes ago. So the last place I was Napa Valley, and we went before Christmas. We visited some family in Seattle, then we went to Napa, and we just tasted wine for 4 days, and it was bliss. Okay. Do you have a crush? I don't have a crush in real life, but like my celebrity crush, I think right now, actually I have two. Colin Farrell and Aaron Rodgers, and it's not because I'm not like a Packers fan or anything. I'm actually a New England Patriots fan because I lived in Boston for years, but I really like Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Last time you kissed someone, this morning I kissed my husband. Last time you were insulted. Okay, I laughed when I saw this question because I have sort of like one of my little catchphrases now that I say sometimes is when something is just ridiculous or annoying, I say that was insulting. And the last time I said this was like this morning. I was blow drying my hair, and you know how some hairbrushes have like a plastic handle and like a hair will get like stuck wrapped around the plastic handle and it just ruins your whole like thing that you're doing? And I said, it is just friggin' insulting that brush manufacturers make plastic handles. That's insulting. So there you go. I hope that answers the question. Favorite flavor of sweet? Chocolate. Chocolate, white chocolate, more dark chocolate. What instruments do you play? I played the piano and the guitar when I was a kid. I took lessons. I was never like, I didn't really excel at those things, but I was good enough at guitar that I played guitar with the nun in church every Sunday because she was in my guitar class and she invited me to play with her. I went to Catholic school, and for a few years I played guitar in church with Sister Carol. Favorite piece of jewelry, easily my engagement ring. You've seen me, I wear this all the time. I just adore it. I love it. Last sport you played? Oh, this is a good one. I played lacrosse because on Mondays I volunteer at an after-school program for girls, elementary school girls. It's called Girls in the Game, and it's in the city of Chicago in the public schools. And like we do is we teach them a new sport, and we play the sport for 3 weeks, and we teach them the skills just so that they have some exposure to it and they can develop their skills. And you know, we also do like health and leadership skills and games, and so I was teaching and playing lacrosse. Last song you sang, I think that would be the Dukes of Hazzard theme song because I had it in my head and I was singing it this morning, and when like me or my husband gets it in our head, like he'll pull it up on YouTube or somewhere, or maybe he even has like an MP3, and he'll play it so we can actually hear the real song and sing along to it. Yep, I loved the Dukes of Hazzard when I was a kid. Favorite chat-up line, so a pickup line, "Hi, I'm Julie." That's my favorite chat-up line. Have you ever used it? Sure I have. Last time you hung out with anyone? My husband and I hung out last night when I was making dinner. That's a hangout. Who should answer these questions next? You guys, and I am going to tag some specific people. I'm going to try to tag people who haven't done this yet, but they will be linked in the down bar, and you should check them all out, and I hope they all do this tag, and more people do it, because it's really fun. So, I hope you found that entertaining and insightful and enlightening. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Like I said this in my Valentine's tutorial. If you're still looking for a fun, colorful makeup look, you can watch my tutorial. I'll link it below. But I hope your life is just filled with love, and if it's not romantic love, that it is for your friends or your family or your work, or anything that makes you happy. We all have love in our lives, and if we don't, we can make it. We can make it and go out and cheer someone up and fill our lives with love. So sorry to get a little corny, but happy Valentine's Day. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.